And this is a participatory meeting, okay? She doesn't want to be here. Uh, let's see. Now, take that listening part out of there. We don't have people. No listening does there. I'll take it out myself. You guys got to stay with me here. All right. Jane. Hi, Jane. How are you? Are you here for AA and where are you calling from?
I'm here for a, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure
I'm
thing.
I'm here for the AA meeting and I'm from Cambridge, Ontario. And
Okay.
I have 11 months clean.
You have 11 months in Ontario. Glad you're here. Good. Zoom user, you're back. Hi, how are you? Are you here for AA and where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm Colleen and I'm from Boston, Mass. And I am a frequent relapser, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm here listening. So thank you for being
Oh,
here.
wait. So, and how long are you sober?
Uh, just today,
Okay, working on day one. And what's your first name?
Colleen.
Pauline. Okay, Pauline,
No,
Boston,
Colleen with a C.
Claune.
Colleen.
Okay, Colleen,
Thank you.
Boston, working on day one. Glad you're here, kid. All right. Colleen. All right. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. So, we'll keep doing this for a while. Hey, Sarah, are you on your phone or can you read today? Are you on your computer?
I'm on my phone.
Are you helping?
I'm helping.
Good. Uh, uh, full screen. Okay, Winnie. Hey, Winnie, hi, how are you? Are you here for AA and where are you calling from today?
I'm calling from Lexington, Kentucky.
Wow. And how long are you sober?
40 days.
40 days, that's almost biblical. So it's Lexington. There you go. Ron, you ever been to Lexington? You know where that is?
I have many times.
Wasn't there a Civil War battle fought there? Oh, maybe.
That was a different Lexington.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. All right. Let's see if you could put everything up, Ron, and then we'll have you read from your computer, and then Ron is going to explain. So you can put everything up first, and then we'll have you read today. And Ron's going to explain to all of us what this meeting is all about. Oh, Todd. Hey, Todd, how are you? Hey, Todd, question for you. You're here for AA, right? How long have you been sober? Jan to Todd, if you could come in and talk to me. How's it going?
Hi, Jan. Todd, it's 56 days.
56, and you're in Bradenton, Florida, huh?
South Florida right now. Yeah.
All right, cool, man. That's yours, Rebecca. 56 days. Joe D. Hi, Joe D. How are you? Joe D left. Ryan, how's it? Ryan left. Okay. Okay, Ron, over to you.
Hello, I'm Ron. I'm alcoholic. Glad you're here. Welcome to Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop. If you are new to AA or coming back, this meeting is for you. This group is exactly what the name says it is, a workshop. We read 6 AA books, work the steps, sponsor you, and give reading and writing assignments. We will teach you an AA program. We move right along here and people get well here. Newcomer Slippers Workshop is a step workshop. Unlike most AA meetings, it is not a speakers meeting nor a discussion meeting. It is more like AA class, AA 101, AA University. You want to have the attitude of learning, do the assigned reading and writing on the steps, and we will take you through the steps and AA books in short order. If you are looking for guidance and direction in an AA program, this meeting is for you. Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop on Zoom is a very unique meeting since we use the same principles AA used between 1932 and 1939. Everybody works in the group and moves through the 12 steps to live our lives free from alcohol and learn a new way of living. We're glad you could make it. Here's a newcomer's packet for those new to AA. It has pamphlets and information about Alcoholics Anonymous, and the link is posted in chat. Security for Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop on Zoom. We have cameras and chat turned off. You can only chat with the co-host. We do all the above for safety reasons. Zoom bombers try to get in, and this eliminates them. We don't allow group sharing in chat or exchange of phone numbers. This is the AA step class. Since everyone is new here, we want to protect you. Meeting confirmation, it will be also posted in chat, and that's for class, work, probation, court, etc. Announcements, 7th tradition contributions. You can make donations to @Jan Scott in Venmo or Cash App at JackFox111999, and PayPal is also good for international users, and that is janscottlive@gmail.com 720-646-6131. Contributions go to pay for Zoom, Boulder 1 AA, Boulder County AA, OIO AA Intergroup, and Father Terry's work. We offer free books to those in need, and we spend about $350 a month, every month. Suggested donations are $1 to $2 per meeting, or a price of 12-pack of Budweiser, $18.99 per month. This meeting meets daily with the following formats. Monday, the 12 and 12, and it's a step study. Tuesday, we read from the big book. Wednesday, we read As Bill Sees It, and it's Sunglass Wednesday. Thursday, Came to Believe, that's Dog Thursday. Friday is Cat Friday, and the host selects the topic. Saturday, we read from Living Sober, and Sunday, we read from Daily Reflections. The AA Preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of people who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is the desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership, and we are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution, does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and to help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. Please join me in the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. And if you're new to this meeting, please come for 5 days and see how you like it. Then we will put you to work. This meeting is being recorded with audio only for our podcast on the YouTube channel. No video pictures or names are shown. No one will know that you are here. Our podcast is YouTube channel, Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop AA meeting, and that is also posted in chat. And finally, everyone, please introduce yourself as an alcoholic when speaking, and thank you for being here. And now, Jan, back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Ron from Kentucky. Woo! Today is Saturday, right? And we read from Living Sober. There it is somewhere. It's okay, put the book up again. I don't know why. And where did we leave off last week? Do you remember?
Number 6, I believe, getting active on page 13.
Was that, and who can do you
I'm
concur
not
with?
sure. I'm not sure.
Do you concur with that, Chaz? Ron?
No, I believe we're on Easy Does It on page 43.
Yes,
Okay,
I
page.
concur.
There
Sorry.
you go. Okay, we can launch the missiles. Oh no, wait a minute. That's you're not in the silo anymore. Things get lonely down here, and we just drank the whole time. Uh-oh. No wonder that never happened. What silo are you talking about? You know. So what page did you say that was, please?
43.
44. Oh,
Will you button it up, whoever said 24? 40 to 43. Easy does it. Is that right, Chaz? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can raise your hand if you want to read from the book. Ron's putting up a link to it in the, you putting that link up there, Ron boy? And we'll let Chaz start reading. Go ahead, Chaz.
Morning, everyone. I'm a Shaz alcoholic. Easy does it. Have you just this minute finished reading the previous section? And are you now rushing right into this one? Why? It may be that you need to put into practice the slogan, easy does it. As alcoholics, we often decide to gulp drinks faster than other people did. And we were seldom likely to overlook the last few drops in the cocktail glass or the last few slugs in the bottle. Many of us have been amused at our seeming inability, even after many years of sobriety, to walk away from a half-finished cup of coffee or glass of soda. We sometimes find ourselves gulping the last swallow of a non-alcoholic drink as if. Perhaps most readers already get the point. It is not always easy for us to put down an unfinished page, chapter, or book we are reading. There seems to be almost a compulsion to go on to the end instead of taking only a page or a chapter or two a day and leaving the rest for another session. Not that this tendency is altogether bad. In getting over a destructive obsession such as drinking, it's sensible to replace it with a benign one, such as a compulsion to seek more and more knowledge and help for a drinking problem. So read on, if you like. It's a whole lot of healthier than boozing. But when you reach the end of this section, you might want to try something. Put this book aside and review your day. See how many times you could have slowed down a bit or taken things a little easier. If you had thought of it.
Stop right there and over to, go ahead, Preston.
All right, I'm Preston. I'm an alcoholic. The slogan, Easy Does It, is one way we AAs remind each other that many of us have tendencies at times to overdo things, to rush heedlessly along, impatient with anything that slows us down. We find it hard to relax and savor life. When one of us is in a dither to get something done or somewhere in a hurry, a friend may gently remonstrate, easy does it. Then there's often a flash of annoyance at the advisor, and that indicates the advice must have hit home, wouldn't you say? Yes, we know that impatience today is by no means limited to alcoholics. As the rate of change in our civilization accelerates, more and more people feel pressed for time and harried to hurry up and catch up with what? With whom? Such pressure does not push most drinkers into alcoholism, as anyone can see. Only a small percentage of drinkers develop our problem. But those of us who did often find we share a need to learn how to relax, how to pace ourselves in a healthy way, how to enjoy small gains and even the simple pleasures along the way. In short, how to enjoy the journey instead of just fretting until we reach our destination. The horizon stays there. Sometimes it pays to stand still and gaze at it for the refreshment of the long look. Some of us repeatedly find too that we have bitten off more than even a hippo could chew. We keep taking on more commitments than any one person can handle. Probably we could learn a great deal about this from certain recovered cardiac patients. Many of them manage to be vigorously and productively active in a measured way, which avoids harassment, overexertion, and frantic enslavement to the clock. Some of us work out routines to help us keep our goals realistically within the realm of possibility. We may make up a list of things we'd like to get done today, then deliberately discard half or more of it. Another day, another list. Or we intentionally schedule things pretty far in advance, teaching ourselves to neglect them just as deliberately until their time comes. Others of us find that lists and schedules can become tyrants, driving us to finish every item, no matter how much time and effort it takes. So we swear off the lists for a while. No longer pushed by their dictatorship, we can learn to move at a more spontaneous, leisurely pace. For a great many of us, sitting quietly alone for 15 or 20 minutes before starting each day's activities helps us set out in a relaxed, orderly frame of mind. Some of us use specific methods of prayer or meditations, which we have found particularly well suited to this purpose. And maybe several times during a hectic day, we manage to sit undisturbed with eyes closed for a 5-minute break, then resume work refreshed.
Stop right there. Okay, Rebecca, you're up.
Hi, Rebecca, alcoholic. For some of us, it is easier to slow ourselves down if we have the help of another person. We may be unable to generate our own pace, but sometimes we can take ourselves, sit quietly, and listen to a friend who has achieved a measure of serenity. Full attention to someone else helps restore our equilibrium and gives us a new perspective on our own lives. So we may see that they don't have to be a rat race. More formal, institutionalized sessions of peace in the company of others, such as religious services, retreats, and the like, are particularly rewarding for certain people. Or we may simply decide to set out earlier in the day than we used to, so we can move with less hurry. With a little thought, we may be able to work out personal timetables that are less jammed, more flexible, and less grinding and goading. When we do find ourselves uptight and even frantic, we can ask ourselves occasionally, am I really that indispensable? Or is this hurry really necessary? What a relief to find the honest answer is frequently no. And such devices actually serve in the long run, not only to help us get over our drinking problem and its old ways, they also enable us to become far more productive because we can serve and channel our energy better. We arrange priorities more sensibly. We learn that many actions once considered vital can be eliminated if they are thoughtfully re-examined. How much does it really matter is a very good question. Of course, easy does it gives us no license for procrastination or being late for appointments. There are things that should not be put off until tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, such as stopping drinking. But there are other things better delayed beyond this 24 hours to be tackled when we are better equipped to handle them. Once an extremely sick and agitated alcoholic called an AA office and said she had to have instant help. She was asked whether she could hold on 20 to 30 minutes until someone could reach her. Oh no, she said, my doctor told me I had to have help right away, immediately, and there isn't a moment to lose. Then she went on, and that was a day before yesterday. Our heart goes out to anyone in that dire condition. We know all too well how it feels. Help did arrive for the excited caller within the hour. And now she tells the story on herself as an example of what she used to be like. It is almost incredible when you see how composed yet energetic, how calm but alert she is now. If a stronger inner core of peace, patience, and contentment looks at all desirable to you, it can be had. Remind yourself once in a while that maybe easy does it is the day's ideal speed. The change can start right now, remember?
All right, thank you very much, everybody, for reading. So, this book was written and published in 19 76. And, you know, that's the year I worked at the Ark. But the one thing that's changed today is we usually tell people here, if somebody is in dire straits and they are really having complications from their alcoholism, such as, you know, their heart's pounding, they're freaking out, their blood pressure's going crazy. We usually recommend that you go see your primary care physician, right? Like this lady said, I need help right now. In that case, we just say, go to the emergency room, tell them you're having complications from withdrawal from alcoholism, and you know, let them check you in for a medical detox and help save your life. There's no point that you should wait at home for somebody from AA to come and talk to you. You may be dead by then. So we kind of, at least in this group, we've really changed our approach. You know, just hang on, okay? If you have something you need to ask one of the co-hosts who are greeters, all right? So that's one thing about this book. And then I know we have a lot of new people here today. And so a couple things. You're in AA class. You've landed on AA 101. You can also turn your I think you can. Yeah, you can turn your video on today too. So and you're going to see we're going to do some classroom work here in a little bit, and we may create some breakout rooms for some other people who are really new. And so let's get started here. So hey Liz, how are you? So what was your last reading and writing assignment? Jan to Liz in Atlanta. Are you there? Where'd she go? Liz. I think she fell off the couch and she's sleeping.
Hey, this is Liz. I'm an alcoholic.
Turn your camera on. Pay attention. Okay, good. What was your last reading assignment and writing assignment?
I was to do step one. So I was doing the first half of step one with
Okay.
that last drink that I had.
Okay, so just put that up, Ron. There it is. Good. So you were going to start with the last time you drank, what you
Yes.
drank, who you were with. I'm explaining this to everybody that's here. What happened, what the consequences were, and you work your way all the way back to the first time you drank. So this is in chat. For those of you, you can follow along, see what we're doing. So how many did you come up with?
I only did one.
Well, you have to go all the way back to the first time you drank.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought we were only supposed to do it for 30 minutes. So I guess we do one assignment per day. Is that how it works?
No. Well, just start writing. Start writing now. So do you want to start with, and don't write for more than 20, no more than 25 words. So an example would be for me, when it was in the summer, what I drank, it was Tanqueray. Who I was with my friend Steve. What happened? Steve came over, picked me up. We started drinking the Tanqueray. We were on our way to a beach club, and he drove through a sobriety spot check and got arrested for DUI. And the consequences were I was only 17, so our parents had to come and pick us up, and I was in a lot of trouble. So that would be, and so pick any time that you drank, okay, and then write about it. So you want to come up with 10 to, some people come up with 100, 200 incidents. I came up with about 100. And it could be anything. It could be, and I mowed the lawn, you know. So are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so you understand what to do?
Yeah,
Okay,
I believe so.
So turn your camera on. Are you on your computer, your phone, what? Okay, there you
Yeah.
Okay, good. So just right now, just sit down and start writing during the meeting, okay? Can you do that?
Okay. I can. I did start the assignment, so I did
No, I understand it, but I'm just saying, But I
But you
want
want
you
me
to
to
keep,
write now?
I want you to keep writing right now during this meeting. Let's see how many you
Okay.
come up with. Okay?
Okay.
Yep, okay, cool.
Sounds good.
Jennifer, hey, how are you? What was your last reading and writing assignment?
Same as Liz's. Working on the first part of the first step.
Okay, good. And how many did you come up with?
Well, I came up with 10.
That's good. Okay, you want to share one of them?
Sure, I'll share the last one. It was 10 days ago. I was drinking Steel Reserve beer. I was here at home with my husband, and he doesn't drink, but needless to say, I did. And a couple of days went by, and I ended up with like really yucky withdrawals because I'd gotten out of the hospital recently, and my husband was unhappy with me, and who can blame him? And so it affected me and my husband.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so you have more that you can write?
Yeah.
Why not just keep going? So
Okay.
write for another day or so. Keep writing them. Okay. Good job.
Okay. Cool.
Excellent. Excellent. Good job. Way to go. Let me see here. Hang on for a minute. So I'll check in with so Preston, where did we leave you?
Yeah, I'm Preston. I'm an alcoholic. I did first half of step one and also the second half of step one. So I guess I'll do I guess I need to do step two again.
Well, yeah, why don't you?
Okay. I
Why
got
not
you.
your definition of God?
Okay.
All
I
right.
can
Yeah, just go.
okay.
Keep do that and let me see who else was new here that we gave assignments to. Do you guys remember? Co-hosts. Help me out. I don't think so. Okay. Sarah. Are you up there, Sarah?
Yes,
Okay, so can you talk for a minute?
absolutely.
Can you turn your camera on?
Yeah, let me try here. Am I there?
That's what we like. Okay, so now, Sarah, we have Trish with 6 months, Diane with 1 day, Mike, who's new, 147 days. Here's Zach is working on 1 day. Who else do we have here? Todd, 56 days. So I would like you to kind of like what we do in the sober up room. Can you hold your phone still? Can you put it someplace
Hi.
where it's
Yeah.
not jumping around?
Yes.
All right. So you have it. Do you have it leaning against a Coke bottle?
No, I have it leaning against my hand.
No, your hand is gonna move.
Okay. Okay.
Get a flower pot and lean it. Okay, and move closer now to the flower pot. Come in here. Closer, 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 closer. We can't see you. Okay, good. Now explain to those guys how this meeting works. We're training people how to do different breakout rooms. If you're wondering what's going on here in this meeting, go ahead. Ready? Over to Sarah. Go.
Okay, so basically, when you come to this meeting as a newcomer, you come to the meeting, you stay for 5 days, and you go into the sober up room.
Can you do me a favor? So let's do that from we. So this is what we do here. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Jeff's shaking his head yes, which we like. Go ahead, Sarah. I'm gonna have Jeff bail you out when you get in trouble. Go ahead. Ready, Sarah, go.
When we come into this meeting, okay, we come into the meeting, we do readings based on the day as a group, and then we break into rooms, and the people that are either new to the meeting or new in recovery in general come to the sober up room, which is the room that we come into. We find out what the meeting is about. We discuss step one, which is I've admitted we admit we're powerless over alcohol and that our lives have become unmanageable.
Yeah, I'm going to stop you for a second. Do you have the reading on your computer or anywhere there, or can you see it? And he posted it up. Ron did. It explains how this meeting goes. It says that's what it says, welcome to Newcomers Slippers. Do you have that?
Yeah,
So
hold
you
on
could
one
use
second.
that, you could use that as a as kind of a as a guide to explain how this meeting works.
Okay, so we read 6 AA books, and we work the steps with you. I always say that we don't just give you an assignment and check in with you a month later. We check in with you every day. We work with you with the steps. We sponsor you. There are reading and writing assignments, especially when you're new in the steps. There's more writing, but it's not too much at once. We always say do about 25 minutes, say a prayer before you start to write. And I always say it's good to put pen to paper, not just to have your answers in your head, or us in our head. So after the sober up room, you start on step 1. We go through the assignment with you. If you have any questions, we go through it with you at that time. And then we check back in with you, and we do that for every step. So as far as how
I'm
the
gonna
meeting.
I'm gonna kick it over to Jeff. Jeff, could you explain to everybody who's new how this meeting works?
Jeff, alcoholic, South
Thanks, sir.
Florida. Okay, how this meeting works is you come here for 5 days. After 5 days, we put you to work. Writing. We'll just give you an assignment. We sponsor you here in this meeting. We don't have crosstalk. We don't exchange phone numbers because the sponsoring and the work is one-on-one goes on right here, and we work with the steps. All 12 steps, we take you through each step in its entirety and each step in its sequence. Okay, and you get sober here. And this is what is missing in AA and so many other places. But the meeting, this interchange is one-on-one right in here. We're sponsoring and being sponsored every day, just one day into the next. And you go through in about a month and a half, maybe a month even, and you've got the 12 steps. And then, you're off and running. You can give it away to keep it. Thank you for letting me share that.
Can you drink after the meeting?
No, because you don't want to drink because you're working the steps. You could, but you don't.
I would come to a meeting like this, and the first place I'd want to go is to the bar, Jeff. I was a mess.
How do we deal with that? Tell me, how do we deal with that? Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, let's ask Preston. Preston, how does this? What do we do here? Go ahead.
I'm Preston. I'm an alcoholic. I mean, it's all, I guess anything that hasn't been touched on, a lot of reading and writing assignments, just like with step 1. We do everything as a group, which is different as opposed to a lot of other meetings, which I really like. We do it as a group, and I think that's something special. And when you put pen to paper, we've got step 1 and step 2 and step 4, and then our amends list. All of that we do on pen and paper, which is kind of different as far as step 1. But just I don't know. I think that exercise of writing all this down with all of our reading and writing it just kind of makes it more like concrete, where it's I'm not just breezing through it, reading it, and then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, I did that, I checked that off. It's I can choose to keep the paper with me after I'm writing on it and go back to it and think that, this is what I'm like when I drink, this is what happens.
Houston, I have a question. Is this a discussion meeting?
No, it's not a discussion meeting. It's, it definitely is like a class. I mean, it's, if you're looking for help, if you're lost, or if you're, you have no idea what to do with AA or whatever, if you're trying to be quiet and just kind of hang out, like, we can help you, the nuts and bolts of the program in your life can change.
Raise my hand. I want to speak. Is it a speakers meeting?
Oh, no, it's not a speakers meeting. it's a little different. There
Why
are
the hell not?
speakers.
What's wrong
Uh,
with you people?
I mean, this is we actually do the steps here. It's so we make it to where you're not confused about what we're talking about. We keep it very simple, and we do that every single day, so where it just gets burned into your soul.
Into your brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is like the car wash meeting. You get your brain washed in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, let's ask Ron. All right, Ron, what the heck kind of meeting is this? Is Ron there? Oh, I think his computer froze. Okay, we'll ask Chaz. Chaz, what kind of meeting is this? Tell us about it.
Hi, Shaz, alcoholic. Well, Newcomers Slippers Step Workshop is a very, very unique meeting. And what we do here, we use the same principles that they did back in 1932 and 1939. And everybody, that's all inclusive, everybody works in the group. And we move through the 12 steps and we learn through the 12 steps to live our lives free from alcohol and learn a new way of living. And you know what? We are so glad you are here.
You started coming to this meeting a couple of months ago with 30 years sober. And why did you
Correct.
come here? Why did you start coming here?
I was missing something in my life. Mainly, I didn't feel I had a message to give newcomers. I felt a little bit awkward. Oh my God, what if they asked me how to do the steps? My beautiful mentor loved me as a daughter, but didn't teach me the correct way of doing the program. So I said a prayer, and the Lord put me in this meeting. And through your guidance, Big Daddy, and this wonderful Zoom meeting, a class, I have learnt each day through the various books and being put in breakout rooms and working the program in depth. I have become the sort of woman that I would like to be my sponsor.
That is really good. Jeff, you have 39 years. Why did you start coming to this meeting?
Jeff, alcoholic, South Florida. I came here because I couldn't find sponsees. I want to give it away to keep it, and especially one-on-one like this, and ongoing, and people that wanted to learn, work the steps. A lot of people don't want to work the steps, and by coming in here, it's reinforced time and time again that the steps work. The steps haven't changed. The steps worked when there was an 80 to 100% sobriety recovery rate, and now it's 10. And I think that's being kind. So and you right here, this is the first place I've heard. Well, let's get right into the steps and do them right. Most people say, at least when I was coming in, and the people I've heard later, well, look, what you do is you make a lot of meetings, you get some sobriety under your belt, maybe 6 to 9 months, and then we'll start introducing it to the steps. And that's not the way this program should work. This program is the steps.
Yeah, what's really, thank you. What's really interesting is, and Chaz mentioned it, in the 1930s, 1932, the year Prohibition ended and AA started, they actually they created this 12-step program, and then they all did it as one big group together like us, like right here.
Oh,
And
right.
they didn't go off one-on-one, you with a sponsor over here or there. We did it as one big group. And hey, you're right, Jeff, they had a 80 to 100% success rate. And the thing that we learn when we learn this 12-step process, because what is Alcoholics Anonymous? Alcoholics Anonymous, Sarah, is a 12-step process that teaches you how to live your life without drinking. It retrains your brain. It reprograms that computer that's the mind up there. It's a 12-step process to reprogram your brain to not drink. That's what the hell AA is. But now in 2025, people go to AA meetings, they talk about how their day went. Or worse than that, you walk into a meeting and somebody says, my cat My cat's driving me crazy. And then the whole goddamn meeting is about their cat. No, that's not what AA is. But we have Cat Friday for people that want to complain about their cats. Oh, let's ask Rebecca. So, Rebecca, just exactly how does this meeting work?
Thank you for bringing up cats. So, Jen talks about going to other meetings and they want to talk about their cats and complain about their boyfriend or their girlfriend and their cats. Well, Friday's devoted to cats. The thing about this meeting is search no further because there is no other meeting like this.
Right.
That is the truth. So this is where the meat and potatoes is of staying sober, doing the steps. So there are three things. Don't drink, come to this meeting, do the steps. Very simple, but it is work. So be prepared to work and not sit back. And we're not a lot. We have good laughs.
Yeah. The one thing we do though is this is a new way of approaching AA. We go back to the old way, but then we bring in the new technology, the new thinking on it. It's fairly advanced. That's why there's no other meeting like this in the world. We created this back in 1987, 88. And we started doing this particular meeting around 7 years ago. I'm eating chocolate. And we've had over 30,000 people. 30,000 people come to this meeting. 1,000 people have gone through the entire 12-step program with us and stayed sober. The other 29,000, I have no idea what happened to them. Most people never come back. Except we have about 100 new people here a week, 100 a week. And we have 200 people who regularly come here right now and are going through the whole 12-step process. What else? Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And if you want to attend some of our classes, you can go to our YouTube channel. They're all there on all the different steps, all the different parts of the AA program. We do use 6 books in here. Let me see here. So Harry, Berto, how have you liked today's meeting? How are you doing?
Yeah,
You've been
it's
coming
good.
for like 3 or 4 years, huh?
Yeah, in August it'll be 3 years. I just want to say when you come and do the steps, you want to be completely honest, because I'm pretty sure we're all good people. We're not all completely bad people, but we've all done something that we regret or we should have not done when we've been drinking. So the hardest thing is probably picking up the pen and before you start to write. And once you start writing, I mean, things will come to your mind and you'll be like, oh, I think I remember I did this and that. And just want to be completely honest. You don't want to be prideful like my dad and I got drunk and it wasn't my fault and then this and that, because it'll just help you reflect how you are and what you did when you've been drinking. Because if you want to stay sober, you want to find peace and serenity.
Yeah, man. So you've been coming. You're in LA. You've been coming. Well, you have 200 days now. You're one of the few people I know that actually had a 1-day beer slip. But then you've been coming here for how many years? 3 years?
It's gonna be 3, yeah, in August.
Congratulations. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah,
Welcome aboard. Let me see. Is this Ron left and he's come back again? He must have. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk with, let me see up here. So, hey, Todd in Florida, how are you liking today's meeting?
Good. Like the format.
Yeah. So you're welcome to come every day for 5 days if you want to, and then we'll put you to work. See how you like it. That's what I always recommend. Come for 5, and this is a place where people actually get sober and stay sober. This is kind of a miracle meeting.
I mean, well, I'll say that I am working with a sponsor.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that?
None.
Okay.
I don't have any thoughts. Just if you want to come here, come.
Yeah.
And then we'll come here and we'll put you to work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Sometimes people show up here and they go, boy, these guys are moving. This is like a high-speed train. We go from 0 to 90. And some people like, I need to get the hell moving, so they show up here.
Good.
Excuse me.
Well, I'm gonna come for 5 days then.
That's what I would recommend. Sorry, I swallowed a piece in my. Hey, Corrine and Missoula, you're back for your second time. How do you like today's meeting?
I like it. I feel like it's gonna be a good thing.
Yeah.
Just can't be as
So,
consistent as I'd like.
well, do you want to? Are you planning on doing the 5 days? What's your deal? Are you a nurse or something? You work all the time, or?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. So, what do you have? Like 4 days on, 3 days off, or something, or how's it going?
2 days on, 3 days off, 2 days on, 2 days off, back and forth.
So, like Missy, I think she comes for like 3 days, doesn't she there, Chaz? And she's a nurse. She's an ER nurse, a trauma nurse, but she's been coming
Yeah.
for like a year or two. So is that your plan? You're gonna keep coming, Corinne?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you mean you think so?
I think so. I mean, I
No,
have
no,
I
think
have
so.
small
It's
children
either
and
it's like what it's like what Yoda said to Luke Skywalker. It's either do or do not.
all right. Well, I mean, I hate to say yes and then not be able to show up tomorrow because
No,
something
you
happened with the children or
you
gosh,
say
whatever.
yes.
Yes.
Say yes when you can do it and do it,
Yeah.
and don't lie to the whole group. All right, well,
Right. That's what I'm
whatever
trying
you
not
want to
to
do. I'm not trying to give you it. I always like quoting Yoda. And you know who else I like to quote? Preston. I like to
Who's
quote
that?
Mr. Omagi.
The guy from the Karate Kid, Mr.
Yeah,
Miyagi?
yeah, Miyagi. That's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Do or
Yeah, do or do not, or is that Yoda?
something like that. Win or lose, just try or something. I don't know. I don't know. I forget.
Yeah, see, there you go, Kareem. We're talking about you. It's that I don't know. Maybe I'll come. Most people don't come. The fact that you came back, that's a huge miracle. It's right up there with Jesus coming off the cross. I swear to God. And
Wow.
Kareem from Missoula shows up at the AA meeting. Trumpets. Ta-da. It's a big fucking deal. So, you have 6 years too, huh? You're another one of those that has to learn, huh? Is that right?
Yeah.
You have to learn how to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Winnie. Hey, Winnie in Lexington. That's Ron's cousin. Because you're all related to each other down there in Kentucky, right? Ron.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. How are you?
Oh, I've just came here. I'm originally from Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm here in treatment.
You're in treatment right now?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That's
I'm
good.
in October living.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're welcome to come. Here's the deal. You are welcome to come every day. Okay.
Listen.
Just show up.
Yes.
If you want to, okay.
Okay.
I'm glad you're here. All right. Let's talk with Colleen in Boston. Hey, Colleen, how are you doing, kid? It's true we are less than halfway through. We'll be amazed. Yeah, no kidding. Colleen, how are you doing? Are you there? How are you liking today's meeting? Okay, she's sleeping. Did I talk to Trish yet, Ron? No. Hey, Trish, how about you? How are you liking today's meeting? Jan to
really like
Trish.
it. I'm Trish alcoholic. I really like it. I'm encouraged that you guys are so aggressive about the steps. I've been wanting to do that with my own sponsor, and she's like today's reading, take it easy. I'm also a nurse, ER nurse, so
We have a lot of those in here for some reason. I mean, I swear to God, we have. There's in the meeting like Ron's a nurse, who else? Somebody else's. Just shoot your sponsor and come here. Oh no, maybe not. That would be wrong advice, but you know what I'm saying. You're welcome to show up.
Thank you. I'm excited. I'll come back tomorrow.
All right, that's good. Come try it for the 5 days. See how you like it. Zach and Longmont, how are you liking today's meeting? How you doing, guy?
Doing all right.
Trying to sober up, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
How
Touch.
much do you drink? How much do you drink in a day?
A bottle or two.
Of hard liquor or wine or what beer?
Yeah, mostly.
Hard liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do your detoxes go? Are they rough or what? When you sober up, or have you never
Yeah.
sobered
And I got out of treatment about a month ago. So
up?
just
Isn't that something else? You get out of treatment and then somehow you end up back drinking, huh?
yeah, it's wild, right?
No, it's alcoholism. So have you been going to AA at all?
Yeah. I gotta move across the country right now. So
Did you just move to Longmont or are you going to move someplace else?
I'm going back to New York.
You are. When you going back there?
Well, in a hotel right now. Probably
Oh,
should
yeah.
have left.
Okay. Wow. So you know what you could always do too, just so you know, you could go to the Ark in Boulder, tell them you want to sober up. That's the Alcohol Recovery Center on Airport Road in Boulder. Or you could go over to the United Hospital, walk into the ER and tell them you've been drinking a couple of bottles a day and you need a medical detox, and they could admit you for that. Somehow I always advocate, especially when you've tried treatment, is you gotta sober up and try to do it in a way where you don't hurt yourself, you don't have a stroke or a heart attack, and then
Yeah.
come to AA regularly if you can. I mean, you're here today. That's my recommendation. You try to get a medical detox. It can be easy. If, a lot of people have done that in this meeting. I think, Chaz, didn't you do that? Didn't you just sober up and start coming to AA?
Absolutely. I just went into the detox one day, made a decision I wasn't going to drink anymore, and I haven't touched it since.
Did you get any medical help when you detoxed?
Oh, yes. I talked to my nurse the other day. I'm still in touch with her 30 years later. And I said, I still remember you sticking that vitamin B shot in my bottom.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't talk about that. That's just making me queasy. All right.
I needed
You'll
help.
scare Zach right out of the room. Oh, great. They're going to start sticking needles in me. That's what I wanted to hear. Jesus Christ. So all right. So, Chess, anyways, Zach, we're here every day. Okay. Trish, Harry, Berto, Diane. Did I talk to everybody? Winnie in Kentucky. How did I do? Oh, I didn't talk to Margaret. Margaret in Longmont, 23 years. There's your sponsor right there, Zach. Margaret. Hey, Margaret, how are you? And how are you liking today's meeting?
Hi, yeah, I love the meeting. I moved here around 11 years ago from California,
Yeah.
Southern California, and I love the meetings there, but all the meetings that I tried to go to and even the online meetings, there's so much crosstalk and commenting on people's shares, and I just can't take it. And so I was looking for a meeting. I love this meeting. I love how structured it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
see, listen, we don't do crosstalk in here. I'm the one who runs his mouth because I lead the meeting and help sponsor everybody. But most people that come here are new. They don't know anything. So we're trying to help keep you alive. But this is a class and it's a workshop. And like I was saying earlier, it's a high-speed train. I mean, we don't stop for shit here. We just keep going. And some days if you come on, it's busy. You have people working step 1, 2, 3 in their 4th step, 9th step. Then we go to breakout rooms, and it's a very busy class. But go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt you too much.
that's okay. And there's a 5 o'clock meeting. And I just can't, I really need to go to meetings. I need to, need to redo the steps. I have really bad issues with depression, and I
Hey,
find
listen, I'll tell you something. This would be the meeting for you. I
yeah,
mean, if Jeff came here for the very same reason that you're talking about, and it's not like Jeff didn't know anything. He knows a lot. And same thing with Chaz. This would be the meeting for you. Come here and we'll take you through step 1 through 12 in about a month. So you'll be like, oh my God, this
I need to get my mind off myself, and
right.
I need to work the program, and I
Tell her, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff Alcoholic. Listen, in this meeting, I just had an epiphany here. I heard Jan talking earlier about the steps, and I suddenly realized this meeting takes the mystery out of the steps and puts the reality of the steps into our lives. And I'll be damned if I can find that anywhere else. Let me just share that. Yeah.
Certain California meetings, they do a pretty good job. But
Do
here,
they? Okay.
but this is like a California meeting on steroids.
yeah,
What
I love
about you? Yep.
California, but in Longmont, they're just
Uh,
tremendous.
a
It's
lot of rednecks in Longmont. They got a problem.
I don't know what's going on with the meetings, and I had mentioned it to a few of the people that run the meetings, and they just said, yeah, there's a lot of crosstalk and comments.
Well, yeah, I know. So anyways, here's the deal. You're welcome to come. We're here every single day. Same bat time, same bat channel. You are welcome to come
Thank
and
you.
and we can help you. We'll help you right through all of it. I mean, this is the perfect place for you. Who else is here? Who did I not get to talk to there?
Diane in Virginia. Diane in Virginia.
Unmute her. Diane, are you there? So you want to talk? How'd you like
Yep.
today's meeting, kid?
I'm here. So far, so good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So well, that's good. So if you like it, come back and we'll come for 5 days and we'll put you to work.
Do my best.
Well, what does that do, my best? That means like hell no. All right, go right ahead. Don't come. I won't be hurt. I won't because I have my cat. I think we're done in this meeting. Would you like to, hey, Jeff, you want to read the promises, please?
Jeff Alcoholic, South Florida, page 83, bottom of the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, the promises. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we're halfway through. We're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. Now, we will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we work for them. Thank you for letting me read.
All right. The serenity prayer goes like this. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This meeting is officially over. And if anybody has any questions about AA or this meeting, go right ahead and ask. Where is so Jennifer, how'd you like the meeting today? Is she still there? She's gone. There she is. Good. Glad you liked it. Pretty exciting, huh? Oh, so Winnie, are you related to Ron? Are you guys cousins? Oh no, that's right. You're You know, because I thought everybody was related to each other in Kentucky, but and Alabama, say whatever. You know, I told you that story about the guy we had in AA run. His name was L.C. Birchfield, and L.C. was from Roan Mountain, Tennessee, and he had also been a moonshiner and been to prison for it for 5 years. He got caught, and then he was also an early NASCAR driver in the 1940s. He had a 46 Mercury for late 40s, early 50s, and he drove before they built the speedway. He drove on the beach and on Highway A1, 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 yeah. So and anyway, so LC would come to meetings, and I raced NASCAR for a while, so I used to talk with him, and he'd say, "Well, come on over to my house. We'll watch the races on Sunday," and I did. And he'd make breakfast and everything, and so he's not with us anymore. If he were alive now, he'd be 100. But anyways, so I don't know if I told you this story. So we went down to the racetrack here in Colorado at Pikes Peak International Raceway, where they were having a bush race Sunday, big deal, on ESPN was there, all of that. And so I had my TV show. We went down to do a TV news segment, and then I took LC with me. Figured he'd probably like to be down there. And I said, LC, I said, I know it's been a long time, but you think you know anybody from down here? He said, oh, sure, I know everybody. And I said, you know everybody. When's the last time you've been in Tennessee? And he said, well, I haven't been down south in 15 years. He said, but I know them all. I'm like, no, you don't. And sure enough, we get there, and I look over, and then LC's at this pit and then that pit, and he's talking to different guys like it's old home week, and he knew everybody. And I said, how do you know these people? And Junior Johnson was down there. I said, you know Junior? He said, yeah, I ran moonshine with Junior. So he was the real deal.
Oh, they're a pretty tight-knit group.
Apparently, they have a TV show about it, but I'd never seen anything like that. I mean, this guy he must have known 15 people and he said, Jen, he said, down in the mountains from back yonder, everybody knows everybody. We're all related to each other. I know. So that's my story.
Thank you for sharing.
Did I ever show you my race car?
No.
I'll put up some pictures of it one of these days.
Okay.
I have a bunch of them, actually. Bunch of different race cars. New one every year. American steel. Those kind of cars you see when you turn the race on Sunday. Yeah, when they're going around in the circle, I had those things.
I used to have a Ford Thames Traveller when I was overseas, and I drove round the Le Mans track.
Oh, just for the heck, they let you go on it?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
In this old bomb of a van with my girlfriend, and we were yahooing, going Aussie, 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 oi, 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 round Le Mans.
I'll bet you did.
Oh.
Les
McCann, Eddie Harris.
Don't worry, you don't need to give me a drink. I wasn't drinking then. I'm just wild naturally.
I was sober when I raced cars. I had a sign, I had a card, a business card that said Jan Scott, one hell of a driver, no dope, no liquor. And people would laugh at it. But they knew what it meant, which meant I would not run dope or liquor for anybody. And because going down to Mexico and picking up dope was a big deal around here in Boulder. A lot of people did it. Christ, we had people that would fly marijuana into the Boulder airport and land out in the runway in the middle of the night. And that's how the sheriff's department got their twin engine Cessna. They caught them out there, confiscated the drugs and the airplane, which they still have to this day. Can you believe that?
All right. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you. It was a wonderful meeting as
Wasn't
usual.
it great? I thought it was, yeah. I
Have a
love
good
going
one,
from
Chad.
No,
person
it's
to
Sunday. I'm going
Okay,
to getting
Chris.
ready to mind Remy. I'm minding the little Remskin today, and then I'm going to church.
Oh, good. Okay. How's our girl Missy doing? Have you seen her?
I didn't hear from her yesterday. She sent me a message the day before, and I thought that I might message her this morning and just go, "Are you okay?"
Is she working? Is she actually work in a hospital kind of thing or
Yes, she works in a centre, some like a rehab centre, trauma centre. Yeah,
trauma center?
yeah.
And you know
But
who
sorry.
we haven't seen Nathan or Nahum or what was his name? Naaman?
Naaman.
And where's Sam?
Sam's
Yeah, right,
apparently
right.
Sam's in the Marine Corps right now. He's
Oh,
doing a week.
Deployed. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
a week, something or another, or 2 weeks.
Okay.
But has anybody heard from Naaman? No.
No, I
No,
haven't. I
and
was gonna ask you, had he made any contact with you?
No.
we haven't seen Naaman for ages.
Um,
And I'll tell you who else I'll send a message to, Joe from Boston. I haven't seen Joe for a while.
oh yeah, where the hell is she?
Yeah, I'll just send her a message. I sent her a message the other day, but she didn't answer. I'll just send her a message and just say, "Are you okay, Joe?" You know,
So
just.
the thing about the problem with Naaman, it's Naaman, right? Naaman.
Yeah.
The problem with those kids is they're both slippers.
Okay.
I mean, they came here announcing, "Oh yeah, I have a problem thing." So I don't see. Why don't I have name? Maybe I have a Joe too. So I don't want to see her. She was working on some time. Don't want to see her slip. But sometimes when people get off paper, they go back to drinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or they have a nervous breakdown. Like
Yeah.
October 3rd, we had 2 people get off paper, off probation, and in 1 week they were like, "Us to you, Jan, we're gone." Up a UA.
Oh.
I'm like, what did I do? Nothing. You.
Oh God, I'd be too scared to do that, wouldn't you, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, but I get.
No, I mean I'd be too scared to leave.
Oh yeah,
Jan.
right.
He'd
I'd
come
be right,
chasing us, wouldn't he?
right.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it'd be frightening.
I seen it. Yeah, I seen his forearm. That's good enough. I'm not gonna, bet the
Well,
arm. I'm not gonna bet the farm arm wrestling. Believe me, and I tell you. So I take it from there. Right.
We used to have a guy that would look at me and he'd say, "Well, you're thinking about leaving." He said, where are you going to go?" And I'd be like, "Well, well, I know where you're going to go. What are you going to do at 8 o'clock at night? You're going to go to the bar. You're either going to the AA meeting or you're going to the bar."
Yeah.
And it would be like, and that was my life. Because, Ron, I drank in the bars. That was it. I'd go to work, and if I could the other problem was I couldn't hold a job. Some of you guys can hold jobs and drink. Forget about that. I'd be like, how are you doing there, Ron? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Sorry, my electricity went out for a brief moment and kicked me off the meeting.
Okay.
Are you having big storms down there or what?
Well, no, I don't. I'm almost certain it's probably a power surge.
Okay.
It might have been working on the lines or something because it immediately came back on.
Yeah, you off the meeting, huh?
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Ron, Jeff, and Jen. I might be 15 minutes late into your meeting as you're introducing it tomorrow morning. I'll have it on, but I just won't be able to talk to you. Jan says that's good.
No, we love you.
Yeah, there you go.
Go on,
Thank
Ron.
you.
Go on, Ron.
Well, you know
Ron
what?
is
I've got to
solid.
say, I was doing a meeting in Kentucky at 2 o'clock this morning because I was so stressed. My beautiful 19-year-old granddaughter has got her first boyfriend and he's turning out to be a sleaze bag. And we think that he's an alcoholic. And my daughter is nearly out of her mind, and she's got me nearly out of her mind. I'm just hanging on to Jesus' robe like this. Oh,
It's funny
Lord.
that the thing that you do that really works pretty well is you
Yeah.
get a hold of that boyfriend and you start 2 or 3 women and you start slapping them around, and that straightens them right. No?
They're in Victoria. I live in
Okay.
Sydney, New South Wales. They live
Okay.
1,000 kilometres away.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But
No.
I
Okay.
could suggest it to the son-in-law. He's pretty frightening.
Well, I'll tell you, some people should have done that with me because I was just a nightmare. Being an alcoholic and everything else, I was like nobody to be around. Um, I
Yeah.
just wasn't. I was not. Um, I was just a disaster. I was a
Yeah.
disaster in other people's lives, and so I don't. What do I know? And I mean, when I was 19, I was like. You just don't know any better. The alcohol gets a hold of you, and boy, you're in the whirlwind.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're in
he's
the
19.
you're in a whirlwind. You don't need you're in a whirlwind, and you think it's normal,
Yeah.
drinking or not drinking. And the poor girls, that I had one girlfriend. She she actually came to see me with her husband, 20 or 30 years later, and her daughter, um, and visit. And I was like, why are you coming to see me? I was like not the nicest person to you. And she came to make an Al-Anon amend type thing. I was like, you gotta be kidding. And I pulled her aside. I said, you do not owe me an amend. If anybody owes anybody an amend, I owe you an amend. And she said, well, it's part of my recovery from codependency to let go of people. And she's like, but I'm glad you're doing well, and I'm glad to see that you're in AA. But I was sober 10
Yeah.
years at the time. And I was like, well, that is a remarkable, but I haven't had a lot of people make amends to me, but she did, and I got to meet her husband, and I got to meet her daughter, and we went out here in Boulder, had early dinner kind of thing. I was like, that was remarkable. I got to make amends to her, but and I think my amends to her helped free her up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what the men's are supposed to be. We're supposed to have, it's not so much about us. We let them off the hook, whatever trauma we
Yeah.
caused. But
That's
her mother did not want her daughter going out with me. She'd be like, oh, don't get in that car with him. You know,
I know.
because I was like, Ron, I was like one of those songs, leader of the pack,
Oh, I know that one. Leader of the pack, and
Leader
now
of the
he's
pack, the
gone.
Shangri-Las.
Leader
Oh
of the
my
pack, and
goodness.
now he's
Yeah, the
gone.
Yeah,
Shangri-Las. Oh,
yeah. I mean, I didn't look like a hood or anything, but I was just like, mothers
yeah.
would look at me and be like, "Oh, Jesus, don't go
Oh,
out with him."
oh dear
You
Bad
know,
Lord in
news.
heavenly
Johnny
Father.
Cash song. Bad news.
yeah,
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 right.
yeah. There you go. Because they know I was drinking, and
Oh,
don't you drink? And their daughters would like, they didn't drink with them. I'm not. You're drinking enough for both of us. So,
horrible, horrible.
yeah, yeah, that's a song right there. I did make amends to the different girlfriends I had,
Oh,
couple high school girlfriends. They were nice people. And I was like, and I think for the most part they forgave me. Let me think here. A couple I never got to see or talk to again, but never heard from them. I have a former wife. She pretty much did not forgive me. She was like, you know, she was drinking. She was like, absolutely not. I will never forgive you. And I'm like, okay. But she was drinking, one of those drinking things. I'll never forgive you. And I'm like, okay. But she would never, whenever I talked to her, she would be in a blackout. So she never knew that I ever talked to her anyways. And I mean, even with 10 years sober or whatever. So finally I had a sponsor this to just give that up. You're trying to make amends to a drunk person. How long are you going to do that to yourself for? But yeah, this is hard stuff, I think. We
yeah.
We have people of our past, then like your daughter or your granddaughter, and then the present comes forward, and suddenly our past comes to life in front of us.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
And the whole thing is she's in a second year of uni. She's a beautiful family girl, got the most